It was a typical day in our life. He was going to go to the triathlon in the morning, and I was going to help give a wedding shower in Milton, the other end of the world that morning. And then we were going to meet at the airport and fly out to see my daughter that afternoon for her recital. And I had a son that was already out there too for the recital. So we had kids in Texas, we had one in New York, one in Atlanta, and then the two of us were split in Atlanta, and we were going to meet at the airport. So that was how the day started. Just the night before, I said, why don't you just not go? It's going to be, you've been out of town. He got home at like midnight the night before. And he said, no, Scott and I are going to go. We're going to do it. It's going to be fun. And then, so he did. He got up at 3 a.m., got all this stuff together, took off down to Peachtree City. Then I got up a few hours later, got all my wedding shower stuff together, and was heading towards Milton. I got a phone call from Peachtree City Police. And he said that there had been an incident at the race. And I said, what happened? Did it have to do with his heart? What happened? And he said he really couldn't say at that time, but it would be good for me to go to Piedmont Hospital.
We heard on the radio the call, patient down on the cart path. My partner and I got as close as we could. I hopped out, went up there and found Mr. Mote and Chief Glennie. We kind of converged at the same time.
When we got there, we started compressions first, CPR.
I don't know if you've done CPR before. After about 2 minutes of doing it, you're smoked. And it takes one firefighter out of the equation to do something else, like work on airway or deliver medications.
So we have a device that's called the Lucas device. It actually takes over compressions for the provider, and it's big with the changes in the CPR service these days and how we deliver CPR. You have to really make sure that the depth of compressions and everything is accurate, and the amount. And when you have all that going on, especially in an uncontrolled environment like a golf cart path, we had people still running by us and tripping over the equipment and everything else. Something like the Lucas device is an asset to have.
Not having to perform CPR while somebody's being walked through the woods up a cart path, because Lucas is taking care of it for us, is a lifesaver. It makes a big difference in the actual level of care that's being rendered during that transition.
What happened there was just like clockwork, that people knew what to do, they did it, and they did it well. And they wound up having to shock him 2 times to bring him back, and they got him to the hospital. And interestingly enough, one of the EMS workers was working on my husband, and then he was married to a woman in the ER. So he literally handed he was working to save his life, and he literally handed my husband over to his wife, who continued the process, which I thought was kind of a sweet, interesting, piece of information that took place there. I thank you seems like it's not enough. It's really not. And I brought some goodies down to the fire station here and there, but that's not enough. These people saved my husband's life. And of course God did too, because it's truly miraculous that he was here. His medical records state that he was without a heartbeat for 22 minutes, and that's just something that people don't survive. And so, and he did. And it's been a long haul, but he's still here and he's still progressing.
Oh man, I'm glad we had what we had. I'm glad we were able to help, and I'm glad he's up moving around, able to enjoy his family and his life.
It's not like they're doing a job. You could tell they really cared, and that meant a lot to us. So. I didn't know the treasure that Peachtree City was to the metro Atlanta area. They had high-tech equipment. They had very capable and very well-trained EMS workers and so forth. The hospital was top-notch. When we discovered all this, which we didn't know, we were amazed at this treasure that Peachtree City is down there. And so we're just so grateful for that. We're so thankful to God that that Wayne still has time on this earth, and it's really him. Yep. What's next? Mm-hmm.